Good evening, football fans. Welcome to NFL Scoreboard for week number 11 of the 2014 NFL season. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's take you out to the highlights here. First of all, started out down in San Diego here, where the San Diego Chargers are meeting up with the winless Oakland Raiders here, and the San Diego Chargers are leading the Oakland Raiders 13-6 here in the fourth quarter here. And we're going to cue you with the scars here. And the Chargers got on the board first on Malcolm Floyd. 22-yard pass from Philip Rivers, and the field goal's good. Extra point good. 7-0 in favor of the Chargers here. And then Sebastian Janikowski, 42-yard field goal drive. Chargers lead the Raiders 7-3 in the first quarter. And then Nick Novak gets a 23-yard field goal, and the Chargers lead it 10-3. And then Novak again from 52 yards out to make it 13-3 in favor of the Chargers. And then fourth quarter, Sebastian Janikowski, 25-yard field goal drive, and the San Diego Chargers leading the Oakland Raiders 13-6. Down in Phoenix, in an NFC Championship preview, top two teams in the NFC. With bragging rights, the winner of this will control their own destiny in NFC conference throughout the rest of the season, as the Arizona Cardinals are leading the Detroit Lions 14-6 here. As for the Chargers, Philip Rivers 22-34 for 193 yards, one touchdown. And now the Cardinals and the Detroit Lions here. As Drew Stanton, first game as a starter for the injured Carson Palmer's got 19 for 30 for 291 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. While Matthew Stafford's got 17 for 27 yards and an interception here. As Michael Floyd gets a pair of touchdowns from Stanton. First one 42 and second one 12 yards to make it 14-0 in favor of the Cardinals. And then the Lions cut in closer with a pair of Matt Prater field goals. First one 50 yards in the first quarter to make it 14-3. And then a 28-yard field goal in the second quarter to make it 14-6 in favor of the Cardinals there. And take you up to Lambeau Field, where a Lambeau blood is in the makings here. Is the Green Bay Packers are leading the Philadelphia Eagles 46-13 here, as Aaron Rodgers is on fire like the coals burning in a fireplace in a house in Green Bay during a cold winter's day outside in the frozen tundra of Green Bay, as Aaron Rodgers 22 for 36 for 341 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Mark Sanchez 21 for 36 for 276 yards and 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions here. As Mason Crosby 27-yard field goal to make it 3-0 in favor of the Packers. And then down by the Adams, a 6-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers to make it 10-0 in favor of the Packers. And then Micah Hyde, a 75-yard punt return as the Packers make it 17-0. Cody Parkey gets a 33-yard field goal as the Packers lead now 13-3. But Jordan Nelson, 27-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers to make it 24-3 in favor of the Packers. And then Eddie Lacy, 1-yard run and the kick aborted, 30-3 in favor of the Packers. And then Parkey again from 30 yards. The Packers win an halftime break, leading it 30-6. And then Mason Crosby 33-yard field goal to make it 33-6 in favor of the Packers there. And then Julius Peppers, a 52-yard interception return to make it 39-6 in favor of the Packers. But then Jordan Matthews, a 10-yard pass from Mark Sanchez to make it 39 to 13 in favor of the Packers here. And Eddie Lacy, a 32-yard pass from Aaron Rodgers to make it 46-13 in favor of the Packers. And then, this is just in. This is it. This is just in. Casey Hayward, 49-yard fumble return as the Green Bay Packers are blowing out the Philadelphia Eagles at Lambeau Field, 53-13. Boy, the Patriots are going to have a tough task at hand up in Green Bay on the 30th of November. Okay, let's take a look at the 1 o'clock games. The Bears of Chicago square, and it's the Minnesota Vikings at Soldier Field here. The Chicago Bears defeat the Minnesota Vikings 21-13 here. As the Chicago Bears get their first home win beyond, Jay Cutler's 31 for 43 for 330 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Teddy Bridgewater got 18 for 20 for 158 yards and 1 touchdown here. As after the Vikings opened up a 10-0 lead with a Brad Walsh 50-yard field goal, and then Red Elson 7-yard pass from Teddy Bridgewater to make it 10-0 in favor of the Vikings. Alshon Jeffrey, a 27-yard pass from Jay Cutler to make it 10-7 Vikings, and then Brandon Marshall, 44-yard pass from Jay Cutler as the Bears carry a 14-10 lead into the halftime break. And then Marshall again, a 4-yard pass from Jay Cutler to make it 21-10 in favor of the Bears. And then Blair Walsh, 26-yard field goal. Here's the Chicago Bears defeat the Minnesota Vikings 21-13 here. Out in Cleveland, where it is a Brady backup bowl as 2 quarterbacks that were backups under Tom Brady when they were with Belichick and the Patriots here. Brian Hoyer of the Browns and Ryan Mount of the Texans here. As J.J. Watt, a 2-yard pass from Ryan Mount to make it 7-0 in favor of the Texans here. But then, in the second quarter, Andrew Hopkins, a 33-yard from Brian Hoyer, tied it at 7-7 and 8 piece. And then, Garrett Graham, 20-yard pass from Ryan Mount to make it 14-7 in favor of the Texans. And then, Texans 3 field goals from Bullock, 1 from 46, second from 37, and another one 50 yards as the Houston Texans defeat the Cleveland Browns 23-7. Down in Carolina here, where the Atlanta Falcons squared off against the Carolina Panthers. As the Falcons squeak out a 19-17 win over the Panthers down and shut it. Graham Gainer gets a 23-yard field goal to make it 3-0 Panthers, and then a pair of field goals for Matt Brown to make it 6-3 in favor of the Falcons, and then another one for Brown to make it 9-3 in favor of the Falcons, and then right away a 2-yard pass from Matt Brown to make it 16-3 Falcons, but then a comeback from the Panthers as they got 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. One, Kelvin Benjamin, 22-yard pass from Camden to make it 16-10 Falcons, and then Billy Brown, a 47-yard pass from Camden to make it 17-16 in favor of the Panthers. But Matt Brown wins the Falcons with a 44-yard field goal. The Falcons defeat the Carolina Panthers 19-17. Down in Orleans, where the Cincinnati Bengals defeat the Non-Saints 27-10 here. As we check look at the quarterback stats, Matt Brown 31 for 45 for 268 yards, 1 touchdown ball. Cam Newton had 23 for 37 yards, 23 for 37 for 292 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions there. Alright, taking you to the Bengals and the Saints. Highlights here is Andy Dalton rebounds from last week's loss to the Browns as the Bengals top the Saints. As Dalton gets 16 for 22 for 220 yards and 3 touchdowns. Drew Brees 33 for 41 for 255 yards and 1 touchdown here. As Shane Grant got the Saints on the board with a 31-yard field goal to make it 3-0 Saints. And then Jermaine Gresham, 12-yard pass from Andy Dalton here as the Bengals make it 7-3 in the first quarter. And then second quarter, paired Mike Nugent field goals, 1 from 22 and another from 42 yards to make it 13-3 in favor of the Bengals. And then Gresham again, 1 yard pass by Andy Dalton, make it 20-3 in favor of the Bengals. And then Kenny Stills, a 9 yard pass from Drew Brees to make it 20-10 in favor of the Bengals. And then AJ Green, a 24 yard pass from Andy Dalton to make it 27-10 in favor of the Bengals. There. And there's the score. 27-10 Bengals defeat the Saints. Down in D.C., the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeat the Washington Redskins 27-7 here. And this is just an update here. The game comes to an end in San Diego, and San Diego Chargers defeat the Oakland Raiders 13-6 here. And now, take you to the Tampa Bay Washington Redskins game as rookie Mike Evans got 209 yards for 7 receptions and 2 touchdowns at the Bucks. Defeat the Skins 27-7 here as after a Patrick Murray 32-yard field goal to make it 3-0 in favor of the Bucks here. And then Jonathan Banks 19-yard interception return to make it 10-0 in favor of the Buccaneers. And then Philip Murray 38-yard field goal to make it 13-0 in favor of the Buccaneers. And then the Redskins cut it in lead on a Ray Halo 30-yard pass from Robert Griffin to make it 13-7 in favor of the Buccaneers. And then in the third quarter, Mike Evans 36-yard pass from Josh McCown to make it 20-7 in favor of the Buccaneers. And then Evans 56 yards from McCown as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeat the Washington Redskins 27-7 here. Out in St. Louis, a shocker in St. Louis as the St. Louis Rams stunned Peyton Manning and the Broncos of Denver 22-7 here. As the Rams D stifles shocks Browns as Peyton Manning 34 for 54 for 389 yards, 1 touchdown, while Sean Hill 20 for 29 for 220 yards, 1 touchdown here. As Greg Zuerlein, 37-yard field goal to make it 3-0 in favor of the Rams. And then Kenny Britt, 63-yard pass with Sean Hill to make it 10-0 in favor of the Rams. And then Zuerlein again from 29-yard field goal to make it 13-0 in favor of the Rams. And then Emmanuel Sanders, a 42-yard pass from Peyton Manning to make it 13-7 Rams at the half. And then the Rams get 3 field goals, 1 field goal from Zuerlein to make it 16-7 in favor of the Rams. And then fourth quarter, a pair of field goals. One from 55, another from 53 yards as the St. Louis Rams shock Peyton Manning and the Broncos 22-7 as Sean Hill got 20 for 29 for 220 yards and 1 touchdown here. Down in the Meadowlands there. Down in New York, where the San Francisco 49ers squared off against Eli Manning and the Giants. And Eli Manning got intercepted 5 times here as the San Francisco 49ers beat the Giants 16-10 as the Niners hang on to New York here. As Larry Donald gets the Giants on the board with a 19-yard pass from Manning to make it 7-0 in favor of the Giants. And then Phil Dawson gets a 31-yard field goal to make it 7-3 Jets. And then a pair of field goals in circle from Dawson to make it 9-7 in favor of 49ers. And then Michael Crabtree, a 40-yard pass from Colin Kaepernick in the third quarter, make it 16-7 in favor of the 49ers. And then Josh Brown, 43-yard field goal as the San Francisco 49ers hang on and defeat the New York Giants down in Meadowlands 16-10. And out in Kansas City, where the Alex Smith and the Kansas City Colin Kaepernick, 15 for 29 for 193 yards, 1 touchdown. While Eli Manning, 22 for 45 for 280 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions there. As Jamal Charles had a dominant day, 24, 159 yards, 20 carries, and 2 touchdowns, while Alex Smith had 11 for 16 for 108 yards. And Russell Wilson 20 for 32 for 170 yards with 2 touchdowns. As Jamal Charles a 1-yard run in the first quarter, make it 7-0 in favor of Chiefs. And then in the second quarter, Dougie Bolton had a 7-yard pass from Russell Wilson, tied at 7-7 apiece. And then Jamal Charles a 16-yard run to make it 14-7 in favor of the Chiefs. And then David Hoshka cut the Chiefs lead with a pair of field goals as the Chiefs now lead the Seahawks 14-13 half tiebreak. And then Cairo Santos a 23-yard field goal to make it 17-13 in favor of the Chiefs. And then the Seahawks scored the lead on a Tony Moeki 1-yard pass from Russell Wilson to make it 20-17 in favor of the Seahawks. And then in the fourth quarter, Nile Davis a 4-yard run as the Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Seattle Seahawks 24-20 here. Alright, our Sunday night showdown down in Indianapolis. Tom Brady takes his 7-2 New England Patriots against Andrew Luck and his Indianapolis Colts for a Sunday night showdown down in Indianapolis here. As Tom Brady and the Patriots now, says Tom Brady so far, it's got 214 completions for 334 attempts and 22 touchdowns, while Andrew Luck's got 250 completions for 393 attempts and 3,085 yards and 26 touchdowns there. And take a look at total yards per game for the first comparison. 360 yards, 70 yards for the Patriots to the 451.2 yards for the Colts there. And the passing yards per game, 265.85. The Patriots ball, 337.4 yards for the Colts. And metric yards per game, 101.2 yards for the Patriots and 130.8 yards for the Colts there. And points per game, 31.2 for the Patriots, 32.2 for the Colts. Third down conversion, 41.1 for the Patriots, ball, 43.4 for the Colts. And time to possession, 1,778.0 for the Patriots ball, 2,078 for the Colts. And defensive comparison, total yards per game, 355.1 for the Patriots ball, 361.7 for the Colts. Passing yards per game, 235.1 for the Patriots ball, 263.6 for the Colts. Rush yards per game, 120 for the Pats ball, 98.1 for the Colts. Points per game, 22.0 for the Patriots ball, 23.4% for the Colts. And third down conversion, 43.1 for the Patriots ball, 30.2 for the Colts. Here's the gonna expect an exciting game. A no-nail-biting fight between Brady and Luck. And Brady and Pats come up top by about 7 points here. Here's the Patriots gonna have a first tough test of the season with Andrew Luck and the Colts. And a look at the standings there in the AFC Conference so far here. Okay. Okay. With Denver losing at 7-3 and Patriots at 7-2 and Colts at 7-6-3. If the Pats win, they will hold on to the first place in the AFC East there. And Denver and Indianapolis are tied for second place. But if the Colts win, it'll be a four-way tie for first place in the AFC Conference. So I expect it to be a tough battle on tap. But in the end, Brady and Patriots will come out on top here. And if the season were to end tonight and the playoffs were to start, New England will be at the 1 seed with home field advantage. And Denver will get the 2 seed. And Miami and Indianapolis will play for the wild card. And then Kansas City and Cincinnati will play each other for the wild card. And the NFC, Arizona will get the 1 seed, Detroit the 2 seed. And Philadelphia will get the 3 seed. Atlanta the 4 seed. And Dallas the 5 seed. And Green Bay the 6 seed. And San Francisco and Seattle not far behind there. And San Diego, Baltimore, Pittsburgh not far behind. And also Cleveland at 6-4 here. So it should be an exciting battle here. And that's going to be it for the NFL scoreboard here on this Sunday night, November the 2014 Week 11. I'm Peterson, and I'll see you for the halftime report during the Pats-Colts game and sports roundup after the Pats-Colts game. Have a good night, and I'll see you in a little later. And good Patriots! Woohoo! Go